No, it doesn't.
Hello, and welcome to Afternoon Reactions, where a couple guys, couple girls get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, drink some coffee, try and stay alive. As we are each talking about life, however, we are going to dive into not our lives, but the lives of our heroes.
Well, you said dive. I thought you said die.
Dive.
Yes, we are going to die in this dungeon.
So anyway, with everything kind of happening, just some simple announcements. The past couple weeks we've been kind of, or last week I should say, we did not stream. I actually had some guests in town. So we are back on for this week. And then next week is the weekend, or the Wednesday prior to Thanksgiving. Is everybody okay for next week, Wednesday?
I won't. I'm not playing.
You're not playing?
Yeah, I won't be able to play.
Okay.
I'll have an issue.
You're okay. You work. Don't work. All right, so let me check with Lindsay, and but we should be able to stream next week. So stay tuned for a Thanksgiving special. I'll probably throw some turkeys in there at some point. So
Zombie turkeys.
So anyway, it could be a special room.
Fake turkeys.
Fake.
Sorry.
I'm supposed to tell them.
I didn't think you were going to take it seriously.
So anyway, so stay tuned for next week. It'll be fun as we press forward for that. Some other stuff. Check out our Facebook page, Twitter, the Instagram. We are connected with a variety of different people and stuff, so definitely check that out. As for that, is there any other announcements between you all that I need to be aware of, or that the people need to be aware of? Going once?
Congratulations.
Going this. All right, we're
Let's
going
see.
to it.
Don't do that.
I'll wait until I confront it because I'll forget.
Alright. Hello and welcome. So, back. Our heroes, to kind of catch us up on what is happening, you guys have entered a dungeon, taking a little side mission through this dungeon from the Frost Giant, which is one of your goals, one of your quests to harvest and scavenge the parts of this dragon for the Skyhaven Forge area. However, taking this little side quest, you guys started to begin to maneuver around, searching some of the rooms, and you have kind of come to the conclusion that this place is bigger than what it seems, as there are a lot of feral cannibals that reside in this dungeon for whatever reason. However, you found one smart individual. She's about 8. You notice that she has... she's magical, and she does in some way, shape, or form have a tether or tie to the pharaohs in this area, as well as controlling them in some way, shape, or form. As you guys were observing and trying to find new places, one of you decided to talk to her and invite her to play. As she not only brought herself, but friends. And you guys, with some really good spells, might I add, handled it quite nicely. And booked it into the main hallway, ran all the way across, following a box that you all found. As that is Jeremy coming in. The box in which you guys all found. What's up, dude?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was so lazy. I was so lazy. Just flip a couple pages.
Keep it coming.
So the box that you guys have found that has the capability to not only talk to you through notes and messages, but through some items that it contains within itself, but only seems to give it at certain points or when asked for. So with that, you followed the box and its instructions being followed by cannibals and the girl, all the way to this room, which ends up being the temple room of Belanus, as the box has stated that the Belanus is a friend. So as you guys came in, locked the door, shut it, and you guys can now hear from outside the feral cannibals that are pretty much gnawing at the door, but not necessarily trying to break it in because they do not want to pass into that holy ground. And you guys are all free to talk if you wish.
I go over to the door that they're gnawing at and stuff. I rest my back against it and I sit down on the ground and I start meditating / slightly praying.
Sure. You all see as Atreya drops to the ground. You've seen this before. It's when she got super weak during that time that Belanus was infected.
Throw
So,
out the door.
before,
Only the strong survive.
I know that I was one of the me and Rahun, or Rahun and myself, to be grammatically correct, right? Rahun and myself were the last ones to come in. I would have shut the door and just kind of like been bracing it for the moment. As soon as Rahun walked in, just catching my breath after running, especially with this heavy ass box on my back, and catching my breath and being like, Bob, don't you ever invite a creature to come play again. And then seeing Atreya collapse, I would rush over to her, taking off the box and putting it down so that way I'm not so encumbered by it.
And she just kind of, she's okay. I just need time to rest. It seems like we're safe here.
Is there a place in this room where she could lay down? Okay,
These guys are like essentially like large pews. They're called pews, right? Big benches. So you do see 4 huge pews that kind of go down the middle. You see 3 little side tables, and then like just a bunch of barrels kind of stuck together in an area. You see the altar, and then you see 2 statues, and the statue off to the left has a red velvet like cloth on top of it, with 2 candles that are not lit, and you can tell it's more for like a ceremonial area.
So I'm going to pick up Atreya and I'm going to lay her on the one of the pews.
I'm gonna light the candles.
Does any of them?
It would probably be the closest one from where we are, to be honest.
Jumps out of nowhere.
And just because. I'll take. I don't know. Do I have a bedroll? I'll do something to fashion a makeshift pillow.
Somebody will have something.
I'll
Yeah,
pull
I
out
wanna light the candles.
whatever I have in the bag of holding.
So you light the candles?
Yep.
I'm just gonna make a pillow for her. Whatever.
So you light the candles?
God.
You're up against the door.
I am leaning up against the door, currently crisscross applesauce, meditating / slightly praying.
Is there anything that does it have a doorknob? Like, is there something
this
off
has a doorknob, yeah.
the door, like the one that he's leaning up against, that are holding them back?
No, you guys all saw that, like, as they came up to the door, they came to a stop. It does not look like they're trying to get in.
Okay.
I'm just there for extra assurance.
As you light the candles, you instinctually, almost, you feel that this statue has more to it. However, only somebody. You get the feeling that the only person that would get anything would be somebody of.
So I look at Atreya and I'm like, Atreya.
But you see that she's past that.
She's out. It's like KO.
No.
Best role player. Best
dead,
role
move
player
on.
in the world.
What if Okay, so
Best role player in the world.
did I know Belanus in my previous times as a god? I'm gonna try to pray to my potential old friend Belanus.
Well, based on the information that you know from your wife,
Yeah.
you were.
Okay.
You, Belanus, Marlesh, you guys were all
Pals.
yeah. But you and Marlesh were essentially best friends, but you chose a woman over him.
Wild.
Oh, they were like best friends.
It's a circle.
I'm glad you guys all know
you guys know that it was you, Belanos, the Raven Queen, Tiamat, and Zahir. That you five were
Okay. So I'm gonna try to
the closest ones amongst the guys.
So I'm gonna try to pray to my old friend Belanus, and I'll just get down on my knees and I'll say, "Old friend Belanus," and I'm saying this in my mind, obviously. I'm like,
I can barely make you up it.
please give us some guidance and wisdom in this trying time.
Can you put it right between you guys, like past the thing? Is that okay? Oh, there's okay. Got it.
So yes, please give us some guidance in this trying time. We do have a follower of your liege, Atreya. She's currently unavailable to talk. Yes, any kind of guidance that you can give us would be greatly appreciated. Oh yes, tell my wife I said hello.
You get a feeling of acknowledgement. That's pretty much it.
I want to search the room.
Make an investigation.
So seeing that she falls asleep, and like you said, I've seen this happen to her before, so I know that she'll be, for the most part, okay.
She'll be okay. She just needs rest.
I'm going to take out the sword, and I'm going to go to the box, and I'm going to say, "Box, can you please translate to this sword for me, please?" Anything happen? Flash a green light or whatever.
So I say to the box, any translations on this sword?
Did you put the sword in the box?
No, I'm asking her I'm asking the box if the box. I'm so used to it, but I'm asking the box if the box is willing to translate the sword. If I put the sword in, will the box translate for me?
Yeah, you don't get any.
Okay, let's just try it. So I open it up, I put the sword inside, and I shut it. And I just say, "Does this sword have a name?"
You see a blue flash? Yes.
I check the.
Okay. You see a note that just kind of comes up, and it says the sword does have a name.
May I have the name so I know what to properly call it by?
It does not wish for you to know. It's
Now to clarify, I know the stuff on this card.
You tuned it, yeah.
But like I know all of it, so I know what it could do.
Yeah, like you know that it has the properties to be able to do extra stuff. Yes.
Okay.
It just that it needs to find you worthy. Like that's what you finally get it.
But that was my pencil, Dick. Just say okay. I know that the sword was of value to the family that gifted it to me, and I just hope that I can do its prior owners. It's the sword's prior owner justice by using it.
I understand that.
Yeah. Jumbling that up.
I got a 16 on that investigation.
You hope so
It's
too.
not going to actually do anything, but it
My name is Baltimore, if you could tell it that, please.
You see on that flash? He knows.
Okay.
You see as it opens up, and then you see another flash.
So I check it again.
Or you check it? Well, it opens up the main.
Oh, yeah, okay,
And then
sorry.
also you see a flash as well as it's opening.
So not from the top, from the actual.
No,
thing.
both. You're getting the flash from the top, and it's opening itself.
Okay, so I guess I would read the note first, put the note back, shut it, and then I open it up.
So the note says he requires to be back in your presence.
Okay. So I reach in.
And you see as the sword's just there.
Okay. So I take the sword and I put it away, and I ask the box. I said, just curious, what would I need to do in order to acquire a shield by chance? Do I need to prove myself to one of the shields in some way?
They will be watching.
So most importantly, do you have anything in your inventory that could help my sister in her current time? Like, just to make her easier to rest. Maybe a tonic of some sort that can just put her mind at ease while she is resting.
You see as it flashes, it opens itself. Sorry, not flashes. It opens itself as you see a flask.
So I take the flask and I just say thank you very much. I owe you one. And I'll go and I guess kind of briefly wake her up and just have her drink it.
So you see
Does she drink all of it, or is it just
she just takes like a couple sips.
a couple of sips? Okay. And I see that she's just knocked out then?
Yeah, she's gone. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go back and put the rest of it back into the chest and just say thank you very much. This is yours, though, so I will give it back to you. I put it
You
back.
see it flash, and it says, "It is mine, and to give it back is very nice of you."
That's right.
So I got 16 on investigation, and I'm specifically looking for alternate exit ways. Nothing. Okay.
Jeremy, did you want to do anything?
We cannot hear
I
you.
can't hear you, bud. Is it me? I wonder if it's me. Alright, try now.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nope. It is not.
Can hear that.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, what's
Are there
the
always
plan with
temples
all
and
this?
dungeons?
Well, we need to get out of this
Are there
room.
always temples and dungeons?
Can you hear
Why
me?
is there just temple in the
Because this isn't like a dungeon.
Yeah, I don't know if
dungeon.
it's
This is
maybe
a
a mic
city
thing or-
underground.
Just exit out.
I mean, the audio on
It's a
mine is
giant-
working,
it's a
so
whole
I
city.
can, like...
Just exit. Yeah, just exit out the video call. Recall.
Alright.
Did you try turning it on and off?
Yeah, exactly. That always works.
So I'm
I say we leave this place.
like period.
No, not period, but like we should leave this room.
Well, we should
No,
probably
don't
rest
worry, buddy.
first.
Well, yeah, we should rest.
I'll take I think I still have a dagger. I don't have a dagger.
Here, have one.
So well, I don't think it's gonna
Was my
work.
dagger not good enough for you?
No, it's. I realize I don't think
The
a
Skype
dagger's
stuff
actually
is
gonna
on,
work.
so I can... No, I cannot hear you. Can you hear me? You can hear me, I just can't hear you. Yeah.
Just
I
do not reload all of Skype. Both of you exit out of Skype. Bring it back up.
Sure, that's fine. Here, just exit out of Skype and then...
Just want to cut the stream for a minute while we're setting this back up, or no?
No, that's fine.
The blade of the sword that I have, is it clear enough that I could potentially see a reflection? Or is it dull?
Oh, the blade is clean.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the door, just barely slide it underneath of the door. Even though I can still hear them, I want to see if I can see the reflection from underneath of the door, the crease of,
I have to,
the doorway.
for if there's any specific thing around.
No, you just sense it.
Is there a
What you
slit
do is
enough for
There
them?
is.
go up to 6 miles.
You wouldn't be able to like put the
But you
sword
get to choose
underneath.
like
What you
what
might,
range you want to
might
go
have
to,
do
and then
is, like, you might
it's
have to,
whatever.
Yeah.
like if there's a door, like
Whatever
put the
you
sword
decide,
here and
you
then
can
look
sense
off
That's
there.
exactly. Yep. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Make a
You have to just
perception
ask
check.
what you sense.
I will say the DC is gonna be high, but if there's a person to do it, he is.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping a steady flow of my drinking.
21.
You do see that you see various figures. You can't really make them out. You would assume are the cannibals kind of leaving the area. You see as they're kind of just walking this way.
Okay. Yeah. So I just sheathe the sword.
My mic is picking up audio, so he's on. I don't see you anymore, by the way.
So I put the sword away and I looked at everybody else and said, "Look, it looks like they're walking away right now."
I mean, yeah, the speakers are on.
But I don't know. I still think that we should rest.
I agree. It's interesting.
Like take
Hold on,
advantage
let me
of
see.
what we have right now. That potential.
You don't have any headphones or anything plugged in, do you?
No.
Layla was using them. Interesting.
Well, that's what I initially thought was that maybe it was like on the wrong one, but I just moved it to the right one, and I can't hear him.
What is that spell that I was using? I swapped it out to Liquify, but what did I actually tongues?
Yeah, we do have this issue every time we
So tongues is what I'd rather have.
try and talk now. No. I mean, it's definitely this one right here, and the audio's up, so I mean, I should be able to hear everything you're doing. Skype's on.
So I don't know. I mean, I definitely feel like we should. I think that we should rest and then to give Atreya time and for ourselves. So that
Go
way
ahead,
we
try to
have,
talk now.
There
Gotcha,
we go.
buddy.
That way we have our spell slots back and we have our hit points back and all that type of stuff. And
I think it's on me, dude. It was my settings. I
maybe
needed to change
just,
my audio to this thing. So it was on
maybe
me.
just take a little bit more
I got
time.
you.
I mean, it seems like they're leaving right now. They're just walking away from what I saw.
Alright. Sorry, buddy. Now you
but
can interact with everybody.
Maybe
Oh, it's just I went to the settings. I went to the audio, and then instead of the sound coming from my actual computer, I went to the little display that you're on now.
The monitor.
So, Emerald, what are you looking at? I'm just gonna walk over.
What am I looking
Is
at?
there books in here?
No.
God damn it.
So after I finished praying, I looked at this statue. I'm gonna take out my irremovable rod and start doing some pull-ups.
Alright, so you see him as he like pulls out the stick and he goes. He's like, make strength check. Please be a what?
Heck.
Please
17.
Activate my-
be a what?
When I activate my intoxication, it doesn't specify how long it lasts. Does it just
It's a
lie?
minute. It's like rage.
Okay, it's a minute.
But like how like rage like it stops if like you're not like doing something. You're just in it for a minute. Alright, so you guys are all in this room. Atreya is passed out. You are all free to do what you wish as you see Emerald is doing pull-ups.
I'm filling up that gauge. Meditating and slightly praying.
Do I feel sick? I'm going to walk over to.
You got more stamina.
So I saw that
strength
you lit
than
the
anything
candles
right there.
with
If you're
one,
able
right?
to do that,
But what about the other?
You have both of them.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go up to the altar and kind of. I'm just gonna bow.
See,
I'm
the
gonna pray
best
to
way to do
Belinus
it though is
too.
you have one hand like this and the other like that.
Yes.
And just say, or I guess actually no, I wouldn't kneel at the altar. I would just walk up to the altar and just kind of like admire the craftsmanship of it, I guess. But while to appear to everybody else that I'm just kind of like looking at everything, but I'll be praying in my head.
Make a religion check with disadvantage.
While he's
You can feel free to just say whatever whenever you need, just so that way you can be heard. I don't want you to think that we're not. But,
16.
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever Ryan's doing, I'm assuming he's not paying attention to the box now.
Yeah, we can hear you. By the way, we can hear ourselves talking if you're on whatever you're playing us through. All right, where's it?
I'm assuming you put the box down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a big ass box.
while he's not essentially looking in the direction of the box and he's going to the altar, I'll kind of sneak over to the box myself. You can continue with what you're doing. I'll do mine. It's not like I'm really trying to be stealthy about it. I'm just waiting for him to turn around, move away from the box, and I go up to the box.
All right, sure. So I mean, you came up to the altar.
Yeah, and I'm just admiring the craftsmanship of everything and looking at stuff, whatever. And I'm just going to pray to Belinus and just ask. I guess just say I'm sorry for what has happened to you and your followers, and I'm hoping to rectify the issue in time, not only for the last couple, or the handful of you that are still in a sense loyal to Marlesh, but also for the sake of my sister. And I know that this has all happened because of me.
You get you begin to hear the voice, which you can only assume is Belinus. And as you can tell, it's kind of on the weaker side. But he says, oh, actually, perfect. He says, it is okay. And she will be, and as he gets cut off, as like the same voice that you're hearing, you hear Marlesh's. Kind of, I guess something gave him strength. And you hear, "Save my fallen, save Hera."
I hear Marlesh say that?
Yeah. This would be the second individual that he has contracted you to do. Either kill or save. To keep that one.
Yeah, Belinus, sorry
The
about
first
that.
was
That one dude.
Roderick.
This will be the third, because Roderick was one, and then the big ogre dude was the first. And the goblin kid.
What?
Yeah. I forget his name. I'll have to go back.
How dare you?
Yeah. Hera. H-E-R-A.
Yep. H-E-R-A.
Yep.
So I'm gonna check my things, check my bowstring, just make sure that it's okay and strong and ready for a fight. And I'm gonna cast Primeval Awareness.
Sure. And you're looking for undead, apparitions, dragons, celestials, and fays, fiends?
Fiends.
You don't get any of those, except for the ones that you already know.
Ask who's Hera.
Was gonna say, you see a big dark shadow around Bob.
Actually, he's the only one you don't see. You don't notice yet.
What is it?
You would be considered a fiend?
Yeah.
But you kind of already know that because he's a tiefling.
Yeah, he's a tiefling.
So your basic knowledge of tieflings would know that.
So, sorry, I don't think anybody heard your question.
Who is Hera?
Can I do a personal history check?
I'm asking Marlesh.
Oh, that's like. All right.
So you didn't say that out loud?
Yeah, I think so.
So if I don't hear any response, I just turn around and just say, "Does anybody know who Hera is?" Can I make
that's
a?
Seriously?
Yeah, you look right at it.
Yeah, that's natural 20.
So
my boy, Blue.
You've heard. So
Frank
in your travels, you've heard of the City of Ice. Like, you've heard of it. You've never been there. However, you have heard of the name Hera once.
Preface: I'm telling the group this as I'm being told this. Listen.
You've heard it once, and it was the it was the Grand Mage's daughter that was born.
Grand Mage. Like the Grand Mage of Ice Town? I just know it was the Grand Mage.
You would know it's of this city.
Oh, okay.
And there was speculation that she was gonna surpass him, and he was gonna teach her, and blah blah blah.
And then she turned into this thing with all those things.
So I let Ruth know all that.
While all that is happening, I'm at the box, right?
Yes.
And I'm
Awesome.
still doing my push-ups or my pull-ups.
So would she be a prodigy?
Yeah, you could say prodigy. It's a bigger box than that, dude. It's a trunk. It's like
I still try to shake it.
Something that you noticed was the name that they have like on top. One of the letters changed. It's no longer the name.
What does it read then?
You just see it. You see it change. Like it's like part changed. It doesn't actually like read us like an actual letter.
No, what does the name read now?
It was
This would be the first time Rahun actually takes note of a name.
Well, you guys already know the name. It was the one with the. I gotta go find it.
Well, Rahun doesn't, because Rahun wasn't sitting there with the whole thing going on. He doesn't even know what's going on with this box. He doesn't know why we're listening to this box. That's why he's even over here in the first place, shaking it and investigating it.
Lamore?
Lamore?
Yeah, but it doesn't read that anymore.
So L-E and then more?
Lamore. I think I'm wrong in that, because you were the one that found it.
Correct.
So do you have the name, just so that way I don't want to...
Say a hard no on that one.
Good job.
Yeah.
How about this? We'll make it easy. The name is indescribable right now.
Yep.
Cool.
Booyah!
I don't care then, because I can't read it, so it's not important to me.
So then actually he wouldn't even notice then that there was a difference.
Yeah, he wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
So I will throw that knowledge all out the window right now. Pretty easy in my somewhat drunken state. And I simply, while everything's going down, while they're talking about that, I'm just leaning over to the box and I'm just like, hey, do you have a shield? And I wait. I just go, hey, do you have a shield? And then I just wait.
Yeah, it flashes. It says yes. I have many.
May I use one?
No.
Trade?
Are you borrowing?
I give you something, you give me something?
Depends. What do you have?
That's not technically what's name.
Got to think of ale.
Holy water is still a valuable thing.
I can get you drugs.
You see another flash. However, once I will let you know, once you trade it, it is mine.
Trunk, you're a rip-off artist. Good day.
Doesn't respond. But it won't.
I mean, like, I was legitimately like, searching for things, and then he says that, and I'm like, nope. So
So can I touch the box?
Yeah, everybody can touch that.
I go back to the door, and I start meditating and drinking some more.
Nice curves on it. You notice that there's not as much rumbling or anything. Actually, no sound coming from the other side of the door.
Then in my meditative state, or at least trying to keep it while I'm doing things, just whatever. Heavy breathing, control of breathing while I search around the room for any hidden doors as well. I know that he did it, but I'll still do it. With even my stone history?
You can check, but there's no secret doors here.
Cool.
Save it.
I'll still, for just roleplay aspects, I'm just like,
Yeah, checking the door.
I'm checking just walls in general. I'm just also trying to figure out the structure of how they did this.
I'm gonna walk back over to Atreya. I'm going to take off my cloak, and I'm just gonna lay it on her.
Sure.
The winter cloak,
Sure.
just to help keep her warm. And I'm going to.
There's no way you're still
Is the
doing
pew one of
pull-ups.
those ones where it has a back to it? The pew has a back to it.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna sit in the aisle area, and I'm just gonna lean myself up against the edge of the pew, so that way, like if she were to toss and turn, she wouldn't fall off.
That's what you're saying.
And I'm just gonna say, all right, guys, I'm gonna get some rest.
But we'll say her body's limp.
It's what?
Limp. Like that puppy is not moving.
Yeah.
Is she breathing?
Just in case.
Yeah, she's breathing.
It's because of the tonic that was given to her.
Does she have a pulse?
Yes, the tonic knocked her out.
Did you check for a pulse?
Slap, yeah.
So, what are we doing?
Did you check?
As he's still doing the pull-ups. As he's still doing the pull-ups.
Can I just make like a general perception of the room to see if anything stands out to me before I fall asleep?
Sure.
The statues you said were covered or something, right? Great. They had
What was
some
that?
drapes or something over them. The statues at the end.
No, one of the
That's
altars
okay,
has
bro.
like a red velvet, what looks to be like some kind of like thing on it.
Cool. Well,
Like a
during
blanket of some sort.
my inspection of the room and stuff, I would definitely lift up that thing and be inspecting what's underneath it and stuff too. So
Sure.
29.
I'll toy with it.
Okay. So you toy with it. You don't see anything underneath it. It just seems to be like just draped over. Nothing seems to stand out to you.
So if I would have said something specific.
Bob!
Yeah.
Anything magical in here?
Everything.
So after about 200 pull-ups,
Okay.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
200 pull-ups?
You heard what I said.
Make 3 more strength checks. Let's say 1.
Okay, 6, 12,
Okay.
and 22.
All right. We'll say that you're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
You get to that 22. You're like, all right.
Yep.
You're at like 100, and you're like, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the last 50, you're just like, I'm getting 200.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. And then I will come down, grab my irremovable bar,
Sure.
my stuff, and
So you grab it, you go.
You gotta trigger it.
So I press the button.
All right. I feel like that's gonna happen a lot.
Yep.
He's gonna be like, I run and I grab it. I'm gonna be like,
Oh no, we're gonna lose this somewhere.
And then I'm gonna go to sleep.
so you pass out.
Correct.
Atreya's out.
So with him talking about anything magical, because I know I still have like a couple of spell slots, I'm just gonna cast detect magic. Detect magic.
That thing lights up.
The
velvet drape.
I'm like pushing it aside like it's nothing right now.
The drape does, or the whole
Looks like a
statue?
drape. Yeah. No, just that red velvet piece.
So I get up and I walk over and can I do a religion check on it?
No religion check necessary. It wouldn't tell you anything.
So can I make it just something towards it? I want to investigate it, I guess, or respect it.
Okay, make it an investigation.
Pretty sure it looks like a drape to me. 7.
Yeah, it looks like a friggin' drape.
But
After a minute,
Yeah, it's glowing. Yeah.
after a minute or two, does it seem like I can just take the drape off without ripping it?
Oh yeah, you can take it off.
I take it off. I go over and I lay it over Treya's body.
Sure.
Her body as if she's not alive?
Just help keep her warm.
Honestly.
That's how I think about it. It's just
Yeah,
to help keep her warm.
I take off the drape off of her.
So he like goes over and he like pulls off the drape.
All right, I'm trying to be nice.
We'll put it back. I take it over to the box.
Okay.
I set it inside the box.
Okay.
Box, what is this drape?
I do not identify items.
But it is magical in nature.
Yes.
Can you ask it what it does?
Does not seem to talk.
Are we playing telephone with the box currently?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does it it doesn't talk at all, period? Very well. Take the drape back out. And I'll go and lay it back over on a tray. I'll just ask the box, is there anything that you need before we get some rest?
Nope.
Okay. So I'll go back to sit how I was with Atreya, and I'll go to sleep.
Sure. So you go to sleep.
Is there anything else in the room that's small that looks like it might be useful for anything?
Who's all asleep?
Emerald, Trey, and you.
Okay. Somebody's going to take watch.
No, not really.
Does it look like somebody's been in here recently, or does it look like it's
No, it's been kind of run down.
okay?
So I'm gonna wait until everybody goes to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I mean, what time of day is it?
I would say in the afternoon.
Do I actually have to sleep for a long rest? No, right? It's
Don't
just
want to.
I just don't see any reason why I brought him to go to sleep.
Actually, you skipped the last one too, because you said that you didn't need it because you were full hit points and everything.
Yeah,
So
but that's what I'm.
Technically, this one you would need to rest.
Okay.
Just for sleep's sake, not because of hit points.
Well, yeah, that's why
just for
I'm
sleep's
trying to
sake.
figure out if this is all the same day and stuff. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah. This is all the same day because you guys went in, came back out to rest, but you didn't sleep that time, and then you went back in. So this is all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is, am I hitting the 24-hour mark to where I would actually
you
be?
would be getting close.
Alright.
That's why I
Alright.
said it's for sleep's sake, not
All
necessarily
right.
for.
Yeah. I guess whatever. I'll try and sleep. Not too fond of going to sleep in a place where we're surrounded by things that are gonna most likely kill us. I'm a very toss and turn kind of sleep.
Bob. So you're the only one left.
I'm going to take the box and open it up, and I'm going to take my dagger and slice my hand and pour some blood into it.
Nice.
Okay.
Does it react?
You are now mine.
No.
Your soul is mine.
And then
It burst on
I'll
fire.
say to it, you said you wanted something in exchange for something. What can I get for this?
You see it flash as it says your blood is not a valuable resource.
Hit him where it
Are you sure? Because my blood is not human. My blood is demonic.
Cool story, bro.
You see a flash and it says, demonic or not, still unvaluable.
Alright.
Okay.
That helps.
Why didn't you say that earlier?
You see a flash and it says, if you
Seems
wish
pretty
to
active.
sleep, I will keep watch.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not picky about it. Yeah, I'm not picky about it. I don't remember.
How are you going to
think
protect
it
us
was-
if you are an inanimate object with a voice?
It flashes and then it says, I can set off an alarm.
Was I knew you were being a worker.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna bandage myself up and I guess I'm gonna go meditate in a corner somewhere.
Sure. So you all sleep.
Toss a turn, for sure.
You're the only one that said that you were going to try to stay awake, so make a perception check for me.
To be honest, after 2 hours, I would probably wake up.
16.
Okay. Are you using anything to help you wake up?
Nope.
Make a constitution check.
10. I got a 16.
16. In your tossing and turning, you turn over and you look over, like real quick, like just to kind of look. You could have sworn that the box was in one place, and now it's over here by the altar.
13.
Yeah. You can get up right. I mean, we'll say like 2 hours, 2.5 hours later.
Okay. I'll just take watch at that point.
Sure. You would also notice that you being detailed would know that the box was in one place and now it's somewhere else. You maybe assume maybe somebody moved it when you were asleep.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I would just kind of meander around, noticing that everybody else is asleep, and just kind of keep watch for 2 hours, whatever, before going back to sleep. Maybe have a conversation or two with the box, just to help pass
Sure. You
time.
come over to this box. Make a religion check.
Religion. 21.
You feel you feel your holy symbol like almost slightly pulling in this direction, and you almost get the sense that there is maybe a remnants of Marlesh's power somewhere in that area. Like past the wall, like somewhere in that area.
So I try to pray to Marlesh. And I just say, Marlesh, is this box a friend of yours by chance?
You get the feeling he has no idea what box you're talking about.
So I then pray to Belanus, and I say, Belanus, this box said it was a friend of yours. Would it be a friend of Marlesh's?
I have no knowledge of this box.
Belanus says that? this box said it was a friend of yours that led us here.
You just get a feeling of uncertainty. Not like questioning it, just more like,
Shit. Alright.
I'm not awake.
So within my time, I'll ask the box and say, how have you become to be friends with Belanus? You as what you are, how is it that you are now friends with Belanus? Or how did you become friends with Belanus? And I'm trying to do this like nonchalantly, like I'm awake, just trying to pass time.
It flashes, and it just says there are a variety of gods that have taken temples in the city.
Do you know all the names of all of them?
Some.
Which ones are those? Or I guess which one are the other two that we noticed when we came in through here? Because right, you said there was 2 more rooms that we saw. So what were the gods for the other 2 rooms that we saw as we ran into here? If you would be so kind as to divulge that information.
Bane, Belanus, and Pelor.
Are those the only 3 that are in the city, or is that just what the other 2 are?
Just what the other 2 are. The other one in the city has not been known to me.
Not been known because it hasn't been used, or not been known because it was something that was forgotten over the time?
I don't know.
Was it there prior to your creation?
I don't know.
You know of a god named Gaia?
No.
You know anything about the time gods?
It flashes, and in this one it says ... No.
Can I insight a box?
Sure. Inside.
That was the most Facebook thing of a response. No.
I don't know how I'm supposed to insight a box, but sure you
Got
need
it.
a crit.
Do disadvantage because it's an inanimate object.
Same roll. Solid. 21. Nope. I'm sorry. Nope. Yep. 21. He's like, what was the DC on that? There was no attack.
Whatever you
No,
want,
I'm not looking for a
either
DC.
one.
I'm looking for
Oh shit. We fight. Let's do this shit.
it got a 22. So that is a negative. You believe it? You're like, it's a box.
A box can't lie to me. It has no real emotion.
What about a god named Zion?
No.
Does the name Mortem come to mind at all? Or have you ever known somebody named Mortem?
Mortem, I do not know of.
Yeah, I'm somewhat of a what's the word? I'm somewhat of a I'm a religious individual, and I like knowing stuff about gods and deities and things of the matter. Over the travels, there's one god that has kind of stuck out to me, mainly because it seems that he's been removed from various different books and stuff of that nature. His name is Marlesh. You know anything about that person? That god?
No.
Can I insight the box again?
Sure.
Disadvantage again? Nope. That's an 11. What is your last name?
True turn.
Cass.
Velos.
Velos. Alright. What about a Roland Velos? I knew the first name, I didn't know the last.
Swell guy.
What? Swell guy?
Yeah. Swell is a swell individual.
So you've come across this path before?
Okay.
Do you know where he's gone?
He went north. Flashes again. I believe Spear of Eternity.
Yeah. I know the spirit. Spirit of Eternity. When was the last time you saw him?
A long time ago.
Long, like more than 100 years?
Yeah.
I don't remember how old Cass is.
I'm not sure. I even know.
How old are you?
They live a long time.
Yeah, I know.
So they live hundreds of years.
Yeah. Say, alright. Well. I guess, I'm assuming, like, it's roughly coming up on the end of my 2 hours. Okay. So, say, alright, well, I'm gonna go back to sleep and finish up my rest.
Sure.
I hope you have a good night, and I greatly appreciate the getting us here to safety, and I greatly appreciate the help that you have given me and my party. And please let us know if there's anything that we can do to help you. I don't. You're a box, so I don't.
Just thank you.
Yep.
You walk back with your passive perception. You notice that the makeshift blanket that you guys used is no longer there.
I searched the room for it. Okay. I'll wake up Cass. It's been 4 hours, so.
Sure.
Hey, I just finished resting, and I figured you might want to maybe take watch, since I know you only need 4 hours.
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna finish out the rest of my sleep, and I just kind of like go to give you a hug, and I whisper in Elvish as quietly as I possibly can. The box knows your father. And then I just let go and I immediately walk over.
Yeah. So he goes like that.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's okay with you, by the way. I was gonna actually go to a brief break, just so that way I can use the restroom, and we can make a call if needed. And then we will be right back, just in a few short minutes.
Taco Bell, yeah.
Welcome back. So we are back, and as everyone is sleeping inside of Belarus's temple that resides underneath the city of ice, Cass is awake.
Okay. Everybody's still sleeping soundly. The tray looks okay.
What was that?
Everybody's still sleeping soundly, and the tray looks
everybody
okay.
seems to be fine. You notice that there seems to be there seems to be nothing on the other side of the door. Like you don't hear anything, you don't hear movement, you don't hear growls, you don't hear
They've all
nothing.
gone away. Okay. Maybe I will try and talk to the box.
Sure.
Do I have to open it up?
You just talked about it.
Okay. How do you know Roland Balos?
He came by
Came by where?
the city.
The city of dreams.
Do you know what he was here for?
Nope.
Did he ask you for something?
Nope.
Then how do you know of him?
He sat in my old room.
Was he a friend of your previous owner?
Yeah.
Who was your previous owner?
I've had multiple.
Who was the previous owner dating my father?
I don't remember.
Can you tell me anything about him?
He was a man.
How long was he here for?
About 5 years.
How long ago was this?
Long time ago.
Do you have anything that used to belong to him?
... No.
No. Question mark exclamation point.
Have you ever given him anything? Does he have anything that used to belong to you?
No. What's mine is mine.
Stupid thoughts.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop interrogating it for now.
Sure.
And just listen out for the door. Maybe I'll cast Primeval Awareness again, see if there's
Nothing that you don't already know. What are you doing?
nothing specific. I'm just keeping watch.
Speak it.
Nothing specific. I'm just keeping watch, staying awake. Keeping an eye on everybody, and maybe just continuing to inspect the room if there's anything there. Just
you guys finish out your 8 hours. You all rested. Have your hit points back. You guys are free to do what we wish, as you guys are all awake except for a drink.
Do I notice the box in a different location?
Yes.
Do I notice that the veil's gone off of the tray?
Yes.
What the fuck, guys?
I'm gonna go to the box.
Arcee does that.
I literally just stand by a tray and I'm like, really? She's sick? Why? That's all I say. I'm just pointing at her with like, obviously there's nothing on her now.
So I
like,
knew.
Well, there's his fur coat.
well, but I'm saying like, we all know that I put the veil on top of her.
Yeah.
That was a very clear thing. So I'm like, The fuck?
So I'm gonna go up, and I like know that I had to put in a name in order for this box to be like activated. I'm gonna inspect the name.
Why?
Why am I gonna inspect the name? Just to make sure that like, obviously, if this box was moved.
I grab grab Emerald
Emerald.
by the scruff real quick, and I pull him back. I'm like, yeah, not so fast. Who took the veil?
It wasn't there. I woke up at
Yeah,
some
I'm gonna
point and it
shrug
was
him
gone.
off. I'm gonna shrug him trying to grab me off and go look at the box. Because if we were all asleep, and I'm assuming none of them were gonna.
Oh,
move the
Emerald, I
box.
talked to your box. Apparently, it knows my father.
I walk up to the box. I kick it with my foot. I'm like, listen here, you little shit.
So I inspect the
You
box.
took the veil. Give it back. I'm gonna fucking throw you in a fireplace.
So I
Do it.
do I
I start picking it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rahun, please.
I go up to Bob. Bob,
Do I see?
produce flames.
Do I see that the name is different?
You see that it's not recognizable anymore.
So I go and I like change it back to what I knew it to be.
You can't.
What?
Yeah, it's almost weird. Like the name no longer can even be placed on there.
So I look at both of them and I'm like, this is not our box.
I'm just like shifting it away from him. Like, who gives a fuck?
Some-
Burn the
What are you
box.
talking about?
This box is not the box that he once knew.
Burn the box.
Look at the name.
Where the box?
So I go and look at the name.
You're looking at it. It doesn't seem recognizable anymore. And the pieces don't really make out a name right now.
What was that, Bob?
Yeah, what was that? Sorry.
And I snap my fingers and there's a little bit of fire on my hand.
Okay, so he goes.
I go give back the veil now. The little shit.
Ryan said jump and he
You see
said
a
how high.
flash, and it says, "Do it."
I can just see a little Shia LaBeouf coming out.
I stand in between them. They're like, Rahun, please just calm down, okay?
This is a little piece of shit.
Rahun said jump.
That is your
and he said
own
how high.
perspective of this thing, but there's more than meets the eye with this thing.
Yeah, this thing is a piece of shit that's taking things from us.
Okay, it's clearly not a piece of shit because it drove us here to give us rest when we were being chased after. It didn't ask for anything.
You see a
Also-
flash.
You don't know whether this box actually took the cloak or not.
Box
I checked
flashes.
the flash.
You check the flash, and it says, "Yeah," what he says.
Jesus Christ, this
Back
thing
you up.
So I ask the box, I say, box, are you feeling different?
No.
So I asked the box about the owner, the name that was on the box.
I take the box from Rahun.
He's no longer my owner.
I'm not holding on to it. I just fucking throw it on the
Who
ground
would
at this
be
point.
your
I'm like,
new
I don't give a fuck about
owner?
this. I just want to goddamn survive.
Who would be your new owner?
I go back to drinking and meditating. Fuck off.
So I'm gonna put in
Everything.
Bob's name. Bob.
Is
Bob, you do you, bro.
Is
I
your
think we should
owner in
burn the
this
shit
room?
out of that box.
your new owner in this room?
I currently have no owner.
Wild.
I'm being transferred.
Oh,
Transferred?
from whom to whom?
I do not know.
So it's random? Like you randomly get transferred to a new owner?
I don't know.
You don't know how you get transferred?
I will
Hey, there's probably somebody else here with us.
When I'll be leaving
But like your previous owner,
is no longer my owner.
is it because he died or how does that work?
I don't know.
If you say you're just a box, don't go there.
Are we
When
gonna check
all
out?
you listening at home, they are talking to a box.
Correct.
When you get transferred, when ownership gets transferred, do you know if it's somebody that's within the vicinity of you that ownership becomes?
Yes.
Okay. So as long as we keep it with us, potentially ownership will go to one of us. So I say, all right. Well, are we? Oh, I when I woke up, I would have created food and water. By the way, so like I would have done that ritual, so I'm not spending a spell slot. But.
So what happens when
I'm
you
going to
get,
assume that you just do
Yes.
it. As long as time proceeds, that you're fine.
so what happens when you gain a new owner?
Are we really gonna sit here and discover more and talk about this box
What else are you
instead
gonna
of
do?
trying? I want to try and figure out how we're gonna survive this dungeon.
Yeah,
This might be that way.
It's a box.
Go
How
ahead.
much is it going to give us?
It led us here,
Why don't you open the door?
in this room, where those things have not entered.
Just go ahead and open the door.
So you honestly believe this box has all the answers?
It
Is
may
that
not
what you're
have-
saying?
It may not have all the answers, but if you want to know how to survive, this is one key that helped us survive last night.
Boom, roast.
It was very useful yesterday, but how do we know that it's going to be loyal to us now? It could lead us right into a trap or right into... I'm
What?
not questioning its usefulness,
I
because
think-
you're right. It totally got us here.
It's a
safe.
greedy box
I
that
think-
just wants things.
I think the key is to find out who the owner is.
It doesn't matter who the owner is. As I begin to pick this thing up
Yeah, you do
with
the
the
little
straps
strap on.
and put it back on my back, I'm like, it doesn't matter who the owner is, who the owner may become of this thing. The simple fact is that we don't have other options in order of trusting other people right now. But I have more trust in this box than somebody else that we might stumble upon due to the fact that it led us here to safety.
Then start asking about how we're going to survive. Who cares about the owner?
Hey, Box, how do we survive?
Start asking useful questions that might actually get us out of here.
Food, water, bathing. Practice hygiene.
May I have something? May I have something to eat? No.
So what did it say? Can it get us out of here?
Nope.
Okay then.
Open
Hey.
the door.
Although, as far as knowledge is concerned, the other two rooms that we saw, one was for the god Bane, and the other one was for the god Pelor.
Oh, I think I remember them.
Well, Pelor brought you back. Right? That was Pelor that brought him back the first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pelor brought you back at one point.
Yep.
For a handsome fee.
Oh, yeah.
Hey Bob, do you want to go search these other rooms then?
I stare at you with the handsome fee part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Me and Bob then are gonna go check these other rooms. Keep talking to the box.
You can open the door?
Sure.
Do
Okay.
you have anything... I'm not asking, I'm visually saying. You don't have anything of Marlesh, right?
No.
Okay.
I have nothing. Like
I didn't
that
know if
on
you...
me.
I know you created one for me. I didn't know if you recreated one for yourself.
Nope. I spent all my money to recreate one and one only.
So I just say to you, don't... I try to do it in Dwarvish. I'm attempting Dwarvish. And trying to keep it brief. Don't mention Marlesh.
Why
Do
would
I succeed? Do I got to roll to see if I even... Do performance? I'll,
What is it?
Performance?
You're trying to tell him what stealth, right?
don't... No, I'm not telling him himself.
Why
I'm
would I
just trying to tell
throw
him
a cat in the river?
You're trying to insinuate.
No, in Dwarvish, I'm trying to practice my Dwarvish while telling him this, but it's don't mention Marlesh because he said he's going to the other two places to check them out. Because we know Pelor is not
Sure, make it perform.
with Marlesh.
That just made a response. Why would I throw a cat in the river?
Oh, it's like it's a 7.
He says, shitballs, go indoor. In Dwarvish.
In comment, did that come out right?
No.
Okay. Don't.
Why would I shit balls on the door?
So then I'll write it down in comment. I don't want to say it out loud, and I'll just say, don't mention Marlesh when you go into those other places.
I'm really not worried about religion right now, but understood.
Yes.
I'm saying
Well, Bane's an evil god. He's an evil deity.
just keep talking to the box. I don't plan on
Yeah,
doing talking.
I know that. Bane's an evil. But either way, I'm just because we don't know with. All right.
I don't plan on talking much. I plan on just trying to figure out a way out of
Sure.
here.
So I asked the box, is there another
We'll
way out
leave
of
the
this
door
room?
open in case you guys need to run back.
I asked the box, is there another way out of this room? Nothing. You don't know nothing. While you transition. Perfect.
Into a butterfly.
I'd rather not. Keep the door open.
They're not going to come in here.
Don't test fate.
The purpose is to stop you from having to bang on the door and try to open it or anything else like that.
That's it.
I'm standing here at the doorway. I'm watching you guys go to these rooms. It's just
If it looks like it's not going to work, close it anyway.
I'll consider it.
So you're leaving.
Yes, Bob.
So do you open the door?
You board that bitch up after we leave and don't open it for another soul because we're not going to have to come through the door.
That's right. He has magic things.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
So I'm going to, me having the highest perception of the three of us, I'm going to listen. Do I hear anything on the other side?
Nope.
I take the sword. I do my little...
Yep, no.
Nothing? Okay. I open it up. I peek through.
No.
Okay. Then I open it all the way and move out of the way.
So which way are you guys
I'm
going?
summoning Einstein first, and I'm sending him out the door.
Yes.
Do I hear anything going on while Einstein's like playing in the hallway?
Nope.
He is making all the noise.
Yep.
Nothing.
No.
Cool.
I go up to the door that's right across from this room. Is it the one that leads?
There is no door. It's in one.
Okay, so is it like
So you can go left or right.
the end? Okay, so I look left or right.
You see a wall down here. You see a door over here. Or actually, you just see a wall. Yeah, you actually see a door, and then another hallway that kind of peeks out that way. And then you see, obviously, this is where you came from.
Okay.
So you can come back this way to get these two doors.
Yeah, that's what I was.
How thick are those
More.
walls?
Yeah.
You don't know.
So the door is open right now?
Correct.
Do I still feel that pull? Do I still feel that pull?
I'm gonna cast Scrying for the little girl.
Yeah, the scrying is a thing.
We're gonna go back towards the other two rooms that had religious symbols on them.
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Nice.
I'll bless you guys too. Wait, is that the right one?
Okay, so
Guidance.
you're going to do what? Sorry.
But I guess if she's magical and creepy, she can find us.
I'm
Hold on.
going to cast
Whatever.
Scrying.
That's going to be minutes.
Okay.
So you guys are doing Pass Without Trace. Are you guys trying to be stealthy?
I am anyway.
You're leaving with them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Yes, now we are. I was gonna say if she does not come with us, then no.
Alright, roll stealth.
We'll come with.
Is she still knocked out, Betrayal?
Plus 10. Just pass without trace.
You got guidance too.
D4.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do we add for that? We add 10?
For pass without trace, add 10 to it, and then add your stealth,
And D4.
and then a D4 on top of that. Roll it.
35.
Roll
Go.
it. Yeah, it's gonna be very high for all of us at this point.
Oh, you said a D10. I added 5.
No, a D4.
30.
30.
4.
Are you rolling a
So 30, not 31.
stealth?
Roll a
Looking for
D6.
my thing now.
Got it. Alright, so you guys
Is
will.
that this one?
Sounds good.
Same thing. Same
You
roll.
guys are coming over this way?
Yeah, we're gonna go towards the other two holy doors.
Sure. So you see one has 5-star.
I keep messing her up.
You see a circle with 6 points on it, on this guy. And then the other one.
We know the other one because we've been to a Pelor temple before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
And then the other one has a claw. It's like a claw with 3 talons.
which one do we know for sure is the Pelor one?
This is Pelor.
I don't
Okay, we go to the Pelor fort first. I check the door. If it's locked, it's locked. I press my ear against it to check if I hear anything on the other side.
I'm keeping it stealth.
Look through the keyhole. Nothing.
Check magic.
You don't see anything.
I don't see anything through the door.
No. When you look through the keyhole, you see what looks to be like just a whole bunch of storage boxes.
Should I just kick it in?
Bobby.
I have lock tools.
Yeah, by all means.
They'll
Sure.
fiddle with the lock.
Let me know when it doesn't work out.
Roll it,
Correct.
and then add your thieves to it. Or try and lock pick the door.
Well, I think her thieves kit gives her advantage or proficiency to it.
Well,
Yeah, no, I
I
see
just
that.
rolled a natural one.
Natural one. So you go in and you're like, no, can't even do it.
Where's the dice? Joe?
I, instead of doing like a full-on force kick, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and, using more of my monk abilities than anything, and more than my strength, trying to do more of that. I will try and lay my shoulder up against it, and try to do more of a like focused thrust, and so that way it more of like cleanly
thrust in
instead
and,
of like a full kick.
It doesn't seem to move the door. You hear the, but then you see. Dave, do you want to take care of that? You start to see engravings on the door start to take place, as it just says, one that is as bright as what I'm looking for can enter.
Really weirded out that this door.
Ask Cass to try the door and try to unlock it with just trying to open it.
She attempts again, but no.
Just by opening it, not lockpicking it. Got it. Hey, flame person. You're pretty bright. Try to open the door. Just try to open it.
I would, but I'm still baffled by the fact that this wooden door that has no magical abilities just spontaneously started talking to us. So I'm going to say
you get the hint that it's you get the idea that it's not a magically enchanted door. It's probably a divine door.
Magic, religion, two different things.
Boom, roasted.
Just try and open it. Just take your hand, put it on the doorknob, and try to open it.
see, I'm gonna have to argue that because it actually says schools of magic, which divine would be a school of magic.
Nope. Schools of magic would be aberration, elemental. We can go through the player's handbook.
While he's arguing with a door, I'm going to go over and slightly shift down to the other door and try to open it. Bane's door, or the 5-point star door, or whatever. That one opens?
No issues.
Okay, I peek my head in to see if there's anything
I'm
inside.
gonna say no. I'm gonna look at it and go, don't do that. Not yet. Don't do that.
And you see that this door is black. It looks to be not touched. Just seems to be somewhat inviting.
Cool.
The schools of magic, you're looking at School of Aberration, the School of Conjuration, the School of Divination, Invocation, Enchantment, Necromancy, Illusion, Transmutation.
I think he's talking about divination.
No, divination is looking into the future, not divine.
Sure. I just want to listen in on it. Does it sound like there's anybody inside?
Nope. Can I get a couple pieces?
That's why
I said I was gonna have at least 2.
Wind up my servant, my
Yeah.
little servant. I just go down. I'm like, check the room for people.
And the door is closed or open?
It's cracked.
Cracked? Alright, so you see it has like a little bird, and it just kind of... And then you hear it just...
Comes back.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh man, it's been a while since I've done that. Sure. What was I gonna say? Oh, I think this room's clear. To Cass and Fireman. Any luck with that other door?
I tried to pick
You want the good news or bad news?
News.
It doesn't like me.
Thank you.
I'm gonna. Are there any torches around?
There there are torches, but they're not lit.
Is he trying to pick the other door?
However,
no, he's at the same door still. I'm at the
I
other
do
door.
want to take this
Trying to like figure out
1
what's in
second
it, but
to
it's
do
open.
BJ's scribe. I didn't forget about it.
Lit.
I just look over to Tim and I'm like, we don't have time for torches.
Oh, good. What are you using as your
I'm
focus?
just gonna go into
And
this.
Is it worth 1,000 gold pieces?
I'm using one of Kayla's, or excuse me, not Kayla. Oh, wow.
Cass.
Wow, I almost said Atreya. Cass's,
Sure.
Arrowhead.
It's not a focus for you, though.
No?
Nope.
Dang. Well, I don't have a crystal ball. Or a silver.
But it doesn't have to be a crystal ball or a silver mirror. It just has to be like a focus for you specifically. It's like what are you focusing all this energy in?
Oh,
It's gotta be worth.
My quarterstaff, the little like bulb that I have above my quarterstaff.
Is it worth 1,000 gold?
I don't think I've ever had it valued.
It's 2,000.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it
I'm
valued.
like, we don't have time for torches.
Well,
Wanna try and pick
I
it?
can pull fire from something if you want me to use fire.
Oh, I have a golden pin needle.
You just want to bust this thing open.
I just want to
I
start
don't know if
moving,
that's worth.
progressing.
Where did you make that up?
I'm pretty sure
I think I was given that.
it's
I
not
have that. I
referring to
wouldn't write that
fire. I
down,
think
or
it's
just
referring to a person of divine light, like Atreya.
Oh, that
Oh,
would
but not
definitely
both.
not be me then.
Yeah.
No.
The opposite of that.
Of course it's
But
not.
this door's
I
open.
don't know for it, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna try and help
Gave you the benefit of the doubt.
pick the
I
other one.
bet.
Oh, which other door?
I thought there was another door there.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
I
that
did.
one's open. I'm saying I'm at that other door, saying like this one's open, guys, and there's
Nothing
nothing inside of it.
worth more than 1,000 gold.
So you're looking in this room?
Yeah, the next room.
Right now.
So you look inside the room. As you notice, there's seems to be just altars just scattered across all of the edge of the room. And it seems like you can go up to each altar and do something different. You see blood, dried blood spilled on a couple of them. It's dark. You don't see anybody in there. However, again, the feeling is inviting.
Is what?
Inviting.
Sorry, you go.
I mean, I fully walk in. So
Oh, Christ. Wait a minute. Hold the phone.
no offense, Bob, but I've known you the least, so I'm really not going to listen to you.
You're welcome.
I asked the box how long will it
I don't say that in character. I'm saying out of character.
that?
Brock,
How long
it's
is the
just
tray going to
not
be out for?
really
with that
going to listen to
timer?
you.
Until she's recovered fully.
Okay. If we close this door, will we be able to get back into it?
In this room?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know before, like, we weren't able to get in.
Yeah, but you were in, you got it. So
Okay.
once it's open up.
We're gonna walk out, and after he's done trying his scrying, failing, we're actually gonna go right and peek around that corner.
Are you going to let us know? Because if we return back to the room, I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, my first thought's going to be like, well, they're fucking dead.
But Atreya's still there.
She could be beat. No, I'm just saying. Just saying.
Okay. So
We
you
need
turn
to
the
find a way to
corner.
leave each other messages.
As you guys see down the hall, just that whole area, like that area that you're looking past,
Mhm.
is just crumbled. It just looks like it's just rubble now.
Is there any doors that we can see?
Just this one. But nothing there.
So there's a door right next to where we were. Oh,
Okay.
okay. So seeing the door, I say, hey, you want to pull out your trusty dagger and try to? I try to open it. Doesn't open.
Oh, it just opens.
Oh.
Oh, perfect.
Cast light. I got light on myself, but
So you gentlemen, so you guys are in. As I said, you just see the altars, and you just see a massive.
I go to the first one that is the one that's calling to me.
I have
Calling to you.
one.
Sure. The first one in front of you
What did you
is the biggest altar of it.
Firewall.
Just walk right up to it.
Yeah.
And you just get right. You're there. You see dry blood on it.
Any scrolls, books,
No scrolls, no books.
hieroglyphics anywhere in the whole room? Weapons. Just a bunch of altars.
Just altars. But what you can see is it looks like from some of the altars, it looks to be like there's dried blood and then it's dragged to the middle of the center.
Oh, like they did it on those altars and then brought whatever it was to the middle. Gross. So nobody else is in the room with me yet. Just gonna prick one of my fingers. Just slightly touch the main altar.
Okay. What are you two doing? Cash and
I think they were coming in with me.
so you guys walk in?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you see as he's like over at one of the altars. What are you two doing?
Do they have any names on them at all?
Nope.
Like any sort of inscriptions?
Nope.
What's different about them?
Any familiarity when I'm sitting in the room
No familiarity.
because of my my demonic background to begin with.
Still no similarity.
What's different between the altars? Is there anything different?
The way they're crafted seems to be different.
Are there any symbols?
Mm-mm.
Other than dried blood or like an old offering or whatever, is there anything else on any of the other altars? That looks like it's relatively new. Nothing?
Nope.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure. On what?
Like the way the room is set up.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. That's a good thought. Do the Arcana check. What are you two doing? You guys just open the door.
Yeah, casting light, looking in.
So this one actually, on the door, you just see what looks to be a tree, like a massive tree, and has like a massive circle on it. As you open it up, it's actually more nature, or it kind of has that nature feel to it. Same kind of setup here, as just has the pews, a couple tables, and then two statues. However, the statues are one of a tree, and then one of like a seed. It's like a very small seed.
Before walking in, I asked the box, "What is this room?"
I don't know.
Okay.
Do I feel any connection to this room at all?
It seems familiar. 15, you know that this is a massive ritual room. This is not a temple. This is a ritual room.
Yummy.
What?
I said yummy.
Take a pebble and I flick it into the room. Detect magic.
Sure. Rahul, you turn around. Just to, instinctually, you hear them. And as you turn around, everything goes dark. And it just becomes one big shadow around you.
Fuck.
As you hear, hello.
Hello.
Have you come to be a follower?
Of?
The rightful god of
Of-
the realms.
What realms?
All realms.
Yeah.
I am Bane.
Cool, Rahud. Nice to meet you, Bane. You sound real tough and scary. Do you know how to get out of here?
You are weak-minded.
No,
As
focused.
the shadow just begins to release.
Cool.
And-
That was easy.
Now you just see them.
Oh, hey guys, don't touch any of the altars with your blood, or some Bane dude's gonna wanna ask you if you wanna be his servant.
Are there like plants, like trees in this place? No.
I was too dumb to be one of his followers, apparently. Because, you know, it's dumb of me to ask the logical question of, hey, does anybody know how to get out of here? So, yeah. We're in a ritual room. There's nothing here for us. Oh, actually, stonework on everything. Trapdoors, anything that I find. Nope, cool. Yeah, no trapdoors, no nothing. We can get the fuck out of here.
I guess we'll walk in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Checking for traps.
You guys want to head back
I'm
to
gonna walk up to the altar.
the group and
Statue.
report back what we found so
I'm just gonna
far?
place my hand.
Yep.
on it.
Cool.
You place your hand on the
Yeah.
altar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay behind.
You place your hand on the altar as you begin to see the tree,
Mm-hmm.
the stone tree begin to just deteriorate and get smaller and smaller, almost like it's backwards in time. And then that side becomes the seed, and the tree is growing.
Oh, so the tree went to a seed, and the seed went to a tree.
Yep. Perfect.
Is the tree that's in the center alive? Or is it like
There's only just these guys.
Oh, I thought you said there was a big tree that was.
No, it's a stone.
No, the big tree that you saw was on the wall, was on the door when you opened it, like the insignia.
Oh, alright.
Juan, I think you were going back to the team.
We're going back to the main room.
That's cool.
But
Sorry, I'll
I'm
take my
actually
hand off.
staying behind this room for a second.
Go.
Take my hand off and see if anything happens. So just after the change, it just stays out.
I detect magic also.
Yeah. Just the statues.
I go over to where he is and see. You want to help me look to see if there's another door around here?
As you approach the altar, you feel a slight pull forward.
Towards the altar?
You're at the altar, but it seems to be like slightly pulling past the altar.
Okay, so I just stopped talking in the midst of everything I was about to say, mid-sentence, and I just walked past the altar.
And you go all the way to the door. Or the wall. Sorry.
I start scanning the wall for like a hidden door of some sort.
Sure. No check needed. There's no hidden door there. I did not mean to throw you off by saying door. It's just a wall.
Can I also check for any type of traps or tricks or doors?
Sure. No check needed. No traps. No hidden doors.
Did I see his like symbol like move forward?
No.
No, okay.
So I would just put my hand on the wall, kind of like, I mean, he would see me still checking regardless, and I would just look at him and be like, I don't know, there's something on my left on the other side of this wall, I feel like.
Why is that?
Because it's pulling in this direction, and last night, or while we were all resting, I woke up and I was speaking to the box, and I felt a pull going to the side of on the other side of the wall, where we kind of are right now.
Like your body felt a pull?
No, like my emblem felt a pull.
Oh. Well, we need to figure out a way to get to that room.
Maybe we can move the rubble?
Maybe.
So you guys, so you two, both of you, you come back to the room. You see the trainers laying there, but nobody's there.
Fuck,
So-
they're dead.
They're not dead. They
Are
probably
you gonna
wandered
look
down the
anymore? I'm
hall.
gonna rush back with that.
I'll stay in the room.
Okay, I'm gonna turn tail
Alright, well,
and
I don't want to leave her by herself. Do you want to stay here? Or do you
So are
want
you staying? Okay, so as you guys walk in, you're just like, ah, crap, where are they at? And then as you do that, you hear Baltimore come up behind you.
So I just run into the room
never
and I'm
mind.
like, Cass, where's the ink?
Right here. I pull
So-
it out of the bag. What do you need it for?
I run to the very back of. No.
I love it.
No, I like this room. I want to keep it how it is. Can you come with me? We found another room. Me and Emerald did.
Well, we don't want to leave Atreya here by herself.
If the door is shut, it'll be fine.
I'll stay.
Ask
Just go.
Of course, I wouldn't just leave Atreya without reason.
Bob, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Y'all keep interacting. I'm actually thinking.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lead her to the room where Emerald is,
Okay.
and lead her all the way to the back wall. And I'm gonna say, "Can you use the ink and draw a door on this wall?"
Why?
Because there's something behind here, and it's all rubble on the other side.
I'm gonna go inspect the little seed statue.
If you think it's a good use of the ink. I'm just saying I don't think I need to remind you that it has a limit on it, so I want to make sure we're not being wasteful with it, but you sure this isn't gonna open us up to some monster thing that's gonna try and kill us?
I don't. To be honest, I don't. But there's something on the other side of this wall that I just have to get to.
This is where she's like, well, you broke your promise, but sucks to suck.
I have never broken my promise. I've never broken my oath.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Here.
So the room is there's something in the middle. Is there a pool of blood in the middle?
Yeah.
How many altars do I see?
Oh my god,
17.
that's a lot.
They line the walls.
Yeah.
Can you move the thing over a little bit? Thank you. And I see drag marks from where something was dragged to the middle.
Yeah, each has like a drag mark.
Are there any stones? Like, do I see a pebble or anything around?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna move against the wall that the door's on.
What was that?
I'm gonna move against the wall that has the door on it that we came in.
Magic ink?
There's nothing on the walls. Sorry.
Well, no. I'm saying I'm moving to the wall that has
Wall that has the what on it?
the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to stand right next to the door, and I'm going to take that rock and I'm going to throw it in the middle of the room where the blood pool is.
Okay, so you throw the rock and it's in the middle of the room.
It doesn't sink or anything.
Nope.
All right, continue with what y'all were doing.
So I'm gonna take the ink from Cass. She handed it to me.
Okay.
And I'm going to draw a door on this wall.
Drawing a door on the wall. That wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Okay. I open the door. I hand the ink back to her. I have the sword ready, and I go to open the door just in case.
You open the door as you feel like the pressure release of air just kind of when you tell it's an old room.
Yeah.
As you open the room, you can tell it's quite small. It's maybe like 5 feet wide, and maybe like 6 feet. Like almost think like
Studio apartment?
like
like
smaller than that. Like size of the bathroom. Like 3 feet wide by like maybe
Like a storage closet?
Yeah, maybe like a storage.
Stop.
Okay.
No.
and then you see like a small altar, and you see Marlish's symbol just hanging from like a medallion, just hanging. Like you see it pinned, and it's just like hanging, with like 2 little candles on either side, and you see what looks to be 2 pillows, one smaller, one larger, that are used to like put your knees down.
Yeah.
Like almost like a little praying room. And then off to your left, you see a door, but it seems to be just completely smashed in, crumbled, just not accessible from that side.
So I would instinctually sacred flame to light the candles on either side, and I would immediately sheath my sword and go straight down to my knees in front of this altar. Actually, not even just to my knees. I would go like knees and hands down on the ground in front of this altar, and honestly, I would probably start to like tear up and begin to cry.
You like drop to your knees, like.
And it would actually be the first time that you guys would actually see me like bowing.
This is the only time that you've ever seen any type of acknowledgement toward.
Exactly.
But it's almost quite funny. Not quite funny, but as you go down, you go down to go like put your face on the ground, and you stop yourself, or maybe you didn't stop yourself. Maybe something stopped you, but right as you open your eyes, you see what looks to be a picture frame.
Come here, Calvin.
And on the picture frame, there's a gentleman. It's just like a portrait, like a sketched out portrait, but it's a gentleman sitting in a grand chair with a hood on, and you see the medallion of Marlesh, and then you see what seems to be a little girl sitting on his lap, playing with the medallion. And it's just like a picture frame.
So I grab the picture frame and I look intently on the girl. Does it resemble the little creepy girl that's been following us around? I take the picture out of the frame. Is there anything on the back of it?
Yeah. So you see father and daughter, Hera and Zap.
So I put the picture, like, I guess inside of the inside my armor, and still like teary-eyed or whatever, I just kind of, I don't even know. I guess I would stand up eventually, or no, actually I wouldn't. I would just put it inside my plate, and I would then further myself into the bow and just kind of sit there for a moment and begin to pray to Marlesh.
So you pray, and the only thing that you hear is take my medallion.
So I stand up and I go and reach out for the medallion. Is it kind of like my necklace?
Yours is more of a holy symbol.
Yeah.
This looks more to be an arcane focus.
But you said it was hanging there. So is it something I could also don?
Yeah, you could also throw it on. Yeah.
Okay.
The way I picture it, which is hopefully the way I resembled it, was like it's just like think of like 2 nails, and then you just have like the chain just across.
Yeah.
And then it's just there, like on the wall.
So I'll take it. I'll give a kiss onto the medallion, and then I'll don it.
I'm gonna ask Cass if she has anything focus worth of at least 1,000 gold pieces.
What?
Such as like a crystal ball, or like a special
It's
mirror.
that dumb box
Something
in
worth-
this room still.
Something worth
1,000 gold.
1,000 gold that can contain focus
Of course.
like a crystal.
Bob, are you doing anything in the room?
I'm
Are
going to
any
look
of-
around for a second, and
I
then
know I have, like,
I'm going
gems,
to
but I don't think any of
shrug
them
my
are
shoulders
worth.
and say, well,
I know I have
you
some
know,
gems,
as
but I don't
tempting
think
as it
anything is
is,
worth. That
I'm gonna
much.
have to say no and walk out of the room.
So as you leave the room, you hear a very small whisper. The taste of blood brings power.
Of course it does. Come again?
That's all you get.
I'm gonna go back to the room and ask the box if it has anything.
The box is with him.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna go into the room.
Yeah, so you see as he's just like puts on this like necklace that you haven't seen before, as he just kind of turns and looks at you.
I'm like, oh man, nice necklace. Can I talk to the box for a second?
Yeah, no, sorry, Emerald. The gems I have are only worth 300 gold.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask the box, do you have anything such as a crystal ball, 1,000 gold pieces worth?
I do.
Oh. Might I trade or borrow for potentially 10 minutes?
You can trade.
Alright. How about I trade this?
And then
Wonderful.
You see it flash again. But once you give it, it is mine.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll give it the golden pin needle.
The box does not open. You can tell it might have rejected the gold pen.
Oh, that's just...
I think it needs like a magical item.
What about this vial of essence of nightshade?
I think it needs a magical item. I'm saying this out loud to you.
Yeah.
Bob, do you leave?
I'm going to act very, very tempted and walk back into the room.
Okay, so
Does
you...
anything happen when I walk back in?
Nope.
Go up to Atreya.
So you're coming out and listening for voices
I
because
go
they're
up
all
to
talking.
Atreya.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Grab her limp arm that's probably dangling off the bench and check her pulse, see if she's still alive.
It's like she has a pulse, but it's
It's
like
faint,
Ready.
Huh?
Ready.
threading.
Ready.
Whatever.
Gotcha.
It's fair.
Medical term. Perfect.
I'm just...
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to empty my water skin and fill it up with the blood in the center of the room.
Okay. So you have blood of Bane. Put that to your inventory.
So I asked the box, what about these 3 short swords?
Give me 1 second, because he did.
Just grab her wrist, just kind of like holding it. Fake watch, because watches don't really exist. But just for the roleplay aspects of it, and I'm just like, well, we fucked, girl. I really hope we can get you out of here, but nobody's keeping a focused mind. We fucked. We try to keep you safe. That's it.
So, short swords.
3.
Doesn't open it.
So I walk away from him at this point, and I walk up to Cass. Are you still there in the room?
Yeah.
So I walk up to Cass. I don't say anything. I just grab you and just give you a hug. Still like teary eyed, and
Did you find what you were looking for?
and I just kind of like pull up the medallion now.
Just give you a knowing glance.
And then I just start to walk out of the room.
Did he perhaps have any suggestion about how to help Atreya?
No. But I mean, to help Atreya, we have to kill Trixie. So, Box, you know anything about the Helix?
No.
Okay, didn't think so. So, yeah, I don't know. We should probably just head back to the other room, though. To Belanus's temple.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt because I know you guys said that you guys did check out the rubble. Did you actually walk all the way up to check the rubble?
We did not.
No.
I didn't know the rubble existed.
You don't know that the rubble existed.
No, I told her.
Oh, okay. So now you know that the rubble exists.
I told you that we looked
Is
around
it
the
in
room
the
and
room,
it looked like it was destroyed.
No, it's
but-
off. It's off here.
Yeah, I said that we looked around the corner, we saw that it was destroyed. So actually, I didn't specify rubble.
We
I
just
said it
haven't
looked
gotten
like
here
it was
yet.
destroyed, but didn't specify what was destroyed.
I'm gonna go check it out.
It's literally just.
I'm gonna leave the room and continue down the hallway to that first door that we head into, the one that has all the light
That has all the light.
that says that it requires someone of light.
Correct. Yeah.
So I guess if I see him
what does the
walking
sign
that
look
way,
like?
I'm following.
Cass, you follow?
Because I know that he's prone to death.
Yes.
So
Okay. What was that?
What does that sign look like that's on the door?
It's a circle with 6 points.
Can I roll a history check to see if I can figure out what it is?
You would know it's Pelor's.
Alright, well then I'm going to continue back down the hall into the room we started in.
Okay. You notice that nobody's there except for Rahun and Atreya, and Rahun's just holding Atreya's hand. Or, wrist.
Alright, well I'm just going to go sit down next to him then.
Sounds good. Alright, so you all three are there. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I look at you and just say, we fucked.
Oh, sorry.
12.
My dice tonight. What did you say? Did you say investigation?
Yes.
12.
21.
12.
There it is. Is that insight?
Not for you, not for you,
Not
Bob.
for you, sorry.
Not for you.
Not us, okay.
Not us. We're gonna just wait. Twiddle our thumbs, I guess.
Well, while we're here,
Yeah.
Rahul,
Yeah.
how adventurous do you sound? Or do you feel?
Not very. I'm in survival mode. I want to survive.
Well, see, I have an idea, and it could go one of two ways. One being fucking amazing for you.
Bob, I'm trying to survive. Cut to the chase here, man.
Do you want a drink?
Of what?
Liquor? Question mark?
Alright, you're a terrible liar. I'm not even going to insight check you. No. Because again, I'm trying to survive. So unless it is guaranteed going to help us get out of here, no.
There's a chance.
So I'm gonna try to start removing some of the rubble.
So you see as he just starts moving some of the rubble, and you get some of the more surface stuff.
I start helping him, I guess.
But there seems to be massive boulders that have kind of come down into it, and you know that maybe one or two or three of you ain't gonna be able to move them.
So I let them know I'm through the cracks of this rubble, there is a small alleyway or hallway, if you will, and it leads somewhere, but I don't know where.
And he points off back here.
Don't you have stone shape?
I do. I think I actually did say that one.
I just continue with Bob and say, Bob, now is not the time for experiments, for trying fun stuff, or trying to be having a good time. This is a time of, let's get the fuck out of this place.
I know, and what we're going to try could possibly lead that way, but at the same time, it's a 50-50 chance that it ends badly.
Bob, did you get whatever you're about to offer me from that room?
Oh, definitely.
No, then.
I love, he says, oh.
This is not time for religious exploration, figuring out if something might happen. This is a time for hardcore facts of knowing, yes, this is going to get us out of here alive. If not, let's move on.
Definitely.
Did when he said that, when I heard that whisper, did it sound like it was directed towards me?
It was. You were the only one in the room. Yes, it was directed toward you.
But I didn't. All right, never mind. I didn't explain that properly.
I'm gonna try to use stone shape.
Sure.
I mean, if you could try to find a like a weak spot that you could use it, and then have it shift into an area that it could collapse, or at least give us more of a passageway or something.
Bob, whatever you heard, I heard it
Or
too.
if you did it twice
In that
like with
room.
it, you could just stone shape.
It's not the time for that right now.
Or I guess you could stone shape. And then we could
There's
just
temples of
walk
these
through it.
gods
Yeah.
everywhere around the world. We can figure this out at a later point when we're trying.
He told you that the blood makes, if you drink the blood, it makes you strong.
No, but he offered me to become stronger, and I'm not going to drink some blood to do that right now. I'm going to try and
get past.
get us out of here alive. All this stuff, if you want to test this later, I'm totally for it. If we get out of here alive.
Okay. So all of you hear this as you just move the rocks. You do as you hear just like a whole bunch of movement coming from out into the right. You create. It takes just a minute or so, and then finally you create this little alleyway that you can kind of pass through. It indeed does have like a little small kind of hallway that you can go through.
Oh, I proceed through.
So you can keep going.
Should we grab everybody else first?
I keep walking.
Cass?
You're prone to death.
I'm a tree.
Did they both walk through?
Just one walks through.
I have not stopped walking.
What is it? Cass, I guess I'll go with death if you want. Go tell everybody else that we have this
I love my new
area that's open. That was more of an open-ended
Are
question.
you guys like stealthy at all? We shouldn't just be like openly
The moment
walking
she
down
says
here.
that, I go up against the wall.
Oh shit.
I didn't say I stone skinned into the wall.
No, I know.
No, she's got a point.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yes, that's exactly. That's the theme music playing.
I mean, I look at him and I look at me and all plate mail. I'm like, there's nothing really stealthy about all of us, any of us. Well, him and me, at least. I start walking through it. I'll light a pebble and I'll throw a pebble through the wall, or through the hallway. How far does the hallway go? That far, huh? Take.
Are you going back or no? Just so I know.
I'm kind of standing there like, well, we shouldn't go too far without the rest of the group. I don't think it's wise for us to be split up.
I agree, but he's probably gonna die.
Hey Bob, did you hear that big rustling
Emma,
sound?
can you like hold up for a minute?
You've got
So
30 seconds.
you guys are coming out right here.
Can we like?
And it goes about 20 feet in front of you, and then it just hits a wall. But you can turn left. Like you see another hallway turning left.
Okay, let's wait here for everybody else to catch up.
Okay, question.
29 seconds.
How confident are you that we could leave the tray here? Or should we like
We're all
wrap her up in a nice tent-like fashion and tie her to one of our backs? Because
Just put her in the box. The box will keep good hold of her.
Completely ignore my text message from earlier.
You put me in a box.
No, we didn't put you. Your brother put you in a box. Let's specify here.
I was in a
We're all
box.
gonna die. It doesn't really matter.
Well, I guess I mean if Rahum wants to carry her, because I kind of
Not this episode.
have this on my back. I mean, I don't want to leave her
Bob,
alone.
you doing
But
anything?
I'll go back to the room.
All right, so you go back to the room as you see both Bob and Rahun are just sitting there on like either side of a tray, just sitting there, and they just look at you as you walk in.
Were you the reason that all that shifting happened?
What shifting?
I demonstrate by taking a large rock I find in the room and just scraping it against the wall.
Yeah. It sounds just
Sounds
like
like that.
stone shape almost.
Well, I got Baltimore into this room, and then we moved some of the rubble. And can you tie Atreya to your back, by chance?
We moved some rubble in. Can you tie her?
I go and
If
stand
I
next to
fashion a
Atreya and I just go,
If I like wrap her up in the hammock nice and use my rope to tie her to you, are you capable of carrying her through the
oh, I'm very capable, but her face will be dragging on the ground the entire time.
No, I mean, if we wrap her up,
Your charisma
like,
has to be docked 2
you know,
points.
She's not a piece of origami that we can just fold and bend to our will.
I understand.
There's only a couple
With
ways
the
I can carry her, and no matter what, some form of her is going to be dragging on the ground. I am 3 foot nothing. She is twice my size. I'm not trying to be rude right now, but like, what the fuck are we doing?
I understand.
Life problems.
Well, I don't think we should split
It was a
up, but
struggle,
with a tray
probably.
like this, she obviously can't walk, so that leaves us with a couple choices. Either we stay here with her until she's able to walk, or we carry her with us and we get the crap out of here. Or we leave her here.
So that is
in
going to
this
probably
state.
be what we have to do. Like, if we bring her with us in the state she's in, we are going to get slowed down.
Baltimore seems confident that if
What
we
is
leave...
wrong with her? Why is she asleep right now?
Emerald cursed a bunch of gods, and now they're all sick, and all their followers are now sick.
Can we try anything to help her, like, be revived at all? Like,
You
I
have no
tried...
idea what the tonic was.
Oh, what was the tonic?
So our druid
So we're beyond
God.
29
Do you have a
seconds,
tonic to, like...
and I keep walking.
to piss off these guys.
I just hold him.
I then stand at the front door and I go, also, why didn't we search this room,
Fuck off.
this room, and this room? Like, just pointing at all the other ways that we could have gone on the opposite wall that's directly outside this room.
Are you asking me as a dungeon master?
I know, I'm like stating that out. I'm stating that out to like her and like Bob, like, there's
Just
this
out into
room,
the
like,
general-
Okay,
literally in the
listen.
same vicinity we're in,
I
there's
have
so
no
many
problems
places.
checking these out, but
I got
Emerald
natural.
is ready to walk through the rubble right now, and I'm just trying to keep us together as a group, so he does not wander off and get himself killed.
Bob, you're gonna have to carry her, man.
Are you able to carry?
serious?
Are you?
Yes!
Are you capable of carrying a tray on your back? Am I capable of carrying a tray on my back?
What's your strength?
So through this time, why can't you like
Yes.
while we're going through this shape
Okay,
shift into something
so
and carry around or
I
carry a tray on
lay
your
my
back?
hammock
Oh my god, I
down
have to move the zone
with the rope.
and
I like
carry
tie the
the
ends up
numbers.
with rope, and I lay her nicely in it,
You
in
want to
like a
carry the
little
box?
cocoon.
Okay.
Sure.
And I pick her up, and I literally tie her on my
Makes you
back,
slower.
and I wrap her around me.
Make a survival check and then
I'm
a strength
old.
check.
I try to give Emerald the box to hold on his back. Or at first I asked the box, said, "Box, are you okay if Emerald tries to carry you, so that I can try to carry my sister?"
You don't get a response.
So I put
12
the
for
box on
both.
my back.
12 for both? Yeah, you pick her up. I mean, she's dead weight, so I mean, you just minus 10 of your movement. But you can go.
She's not talking to us.
But you can do it.
How long do you think I'm able to carry her on my back? Cause am I able to shoot a bow with her on my back?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
I am boss. Come on, y'all.
That's why I'm saying, like, I can't carry her because then I'll be completely immobilized.
After she asked me that question, I just want to point out, like, you do know I am the weakest of the party, right? Like,
So
I look at Bob and I go, "You do know I am the shortest of the party,
So I
right?"
get tired of waiting, and I turn into a dire wolf, and I go see what's taking so long. Just because I feel like being an animal at this point.
Do you allow him? Did you step
Yeah, he's a fucking direwolf. Back the hell off.
Good idea.
So, you direwolf, you go back, and then you see as Cass is like making her way through the door, like with this big body strapped to her back, and then she like turns the corner, and you notice it's Emerald's full form.
So I just look at her, and I just put my butt down so that she can put Atreya on my back. So I'm like,
You're insinuating. Okay, so
yes.
Alright, so you strap. So
Yes.
now where do you go? So are you guys all moving to this area now?
I go back. She's on my back now, and I go back to where I was.
I listen down the hallway while he's gone.
We're still stealthy.
You listen.
I pull out. There's no point in stealthing now. Anything that's around us has heard a shift, all that stuff.
So we all move.
We're now on a time crunch at this point. Yes, I pull out my enlarging axe. Do not enlarge it.
Okay.
And I start drinking heavily. And I mean heavily for me.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm a wolf with a woman on my back, and
Yep.
I'm in the front. I'm
Okay.
walking.
So you walk.
Yeah.
Sure. You just keep going.
Yeah.
Cool. Make a dexterity throw.
Okay.
What's the name of the temple that we're in? What god?
21.
You're not in the temple's area no more. 20?
Well, I didn't say
21.
21. Alright, so you see as the direwolf just kind of and then he like steps on a little pedal, and then you just hear as you see like two darts just lay right into his side. You're out.
Like dead out?
You're out.
Like KO.
Like you see as he just drops.
Do I turn back into myself at this point or no? What would?
Well, you didn't
'Cause
lose your hit points, so
Okay,
you're 10.
okay.
But I mean, we'll say for the purposes of everything, you just go back.
I do go back to myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I awake?
Awake? No.
Okay.
Lesser restoration on him.
I see what happens. I don't act surprised. I keep drinking.
Actually, sorry, your lesser restoration. You're about halfway through the hallway. You're like going to put it, and you like doing it like you're casting or you're trying to heal him, and you know it doesn't work. Like it, like you like something stops it from happening. Like you felt it like start to come, and as it goes to release from your hand, it just dissipates.
I check the poison tips or the darts. What can I do? Like a medicine check on it to see what?
Sure.
Like what natural 20?
You know that it has a type of poison, but it also has runes on the tip, so you can tell that there is arcane at work as well.
Bob, can you attempt to read this arcane on this dart?
I don't think I'm there yet.
I look at the direction of wherever the dart came from.
Yeah, you guys are all together. Yep.
I look in the direction of where the dart came from.
Side of the wall.
Side of the wall.
So you're doing an arcane check?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Immediately look at Cass. Cass! Help me start looking for the other traps.
16,
Right.
you know that this belongs to the class of enchantment.
Try to
And,
deactivate them if you can.
If you're trying to, like, you want to, like, find out specifically what it is, make one more arcane check for it.
Me
Me and Cass are going to look for traps.
I cast Find Traps.
That's a natural 19 with plus 3, 22.
It looks to be some type of anti-magic or anti. It's like a repellent type enchantment. Find traps. What's find traps do?
Find traps.
It reveals that traps are present It doesn't tell me the location of each trap, but it tells me the general nature of the danger posed by each trap.
3 more traps.
Would sense an area affected by it.
It's okay, because it's literally a 10-foot.
Over there, Cass, you say?
So,
Oh, right there.
the nature
Cool.
of the trap. You've already sprung one, which is the
Dart.
dart. Thank you. The second one seems to be a lever, I guess wall transformation. One seems to be a magical trap, and
I see
then
none of this.
the last one is also a magical trap.
Okay, I relay that.
Making me mad at that.
Awesome. I'll try to disarm the traps then. Cool. I go and try to disarm the traps. The ones that aren't magical. And then I look at Bob. Bob, try to disarm the magical traps.
You don't know the exact location of it. You just know that they're within this area, this area, and this area.
So I tell the
I
box
investigate.
the type of dart.
I'll
Tell the
help
box.
try and find like a lever on the wall, on the ground, or
Whoever wants
anything.
to roll for the advantage, or each of you roll.
What's your
I
investigation?
tell the box about what Bob told me regarding the dart, the type that it is, the
Yeah.
enchantment, blah, 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 whatever. I
I
ask
give
if
you advantage.
it has anything that can wake him
I have
up.
a 0
from this.
modifier to my investigation, so I'm gonna give her advantage.
Like it says nothing, or
Yeah!
nothing comes up.
Natural 20.
Alright, so you guys are moving past Baltimore and them, right?
Well, wherever we think that traps are.
Natural 20 on the investigation of where the traps are.
Sure. So you get to this one.
Hey, Juan, can you move the
Oh,
camera
okay.
down so I can see?
Bobby.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do you one better, dude.
Oh shit, he's gonna zoom out. Wild.
There we go. Okay, now I can actually see what's happening.
Okay. So you find the first one, which seems to be a lever, as you're checking some of the stonework, and you notice that this stone, as you go to graze over it, you notice that is actually, it looks to be like some kind of trigger, and then you can see that if you were to take that rock and kind of twist it, it makes its own lever.
Repeat that one more time. You take
So
the rock, you twist
the rock, you can move it a certain way and it'll twist inward and it'll become its own lever.
And that's like would my knowledge know like that will trigger the trap or disarm the trap?
That would disarm the trap.
Okay, then I do that.
Alright, that's what we're doing.
Yes, then
Okay,
that's
yeah.
that's why I'm
Sorry,
specifying
sorry,
because
sorry.
I want to
You don't know
be
what the trigger
disarmed.
was, but I just sent you straight to the.
Yeah, I'll
because
then
that's what I
disarm
thought
it.
you were doing.
Yeah, then I'll disarm it. First one's down.
Okay. How long does fine traps last? I was just curious if it's a one-time thing or duration.
I think it's a duration because we used it in
Okay.
It
The
is.
second you
Give me a
pass
second.
Baltimore, like right as you pass Baltimore, you no longer know where those traps are at.
how long does it last?
It just says instantaneous.
Oh, so it's just a one-time thing.
We still know the general.
Yeah, so you would still know the information. Sorry, I thought it was
Do we still have the natural 20 for finding the traps, or do we have to roll for each individual one? Yeah, but I'll keep helping her with that, so you get advantage.
Well, you know the next two are magical traps.
Oh, Bob, you're gonna have to help her with these two.
I can't disarm any traps.
Am I rolling?
Yeah, I'll still help her and give her advantage on trying to find them at least.
So I yell out, "You can always detect magic."
So, the person by itself up there, is that our druid? So by itself? So we're
all the way in the back?
No, that's,
Yeah, that's you.
That's you, bud.
okay.
I'm sorry. The magical traps are wards.
I know nothing about magical things.
Yeah, me neither.
I will detect magic on it then.
Okay. You see. Actually, you don't see any. Like, you look down the hall, but you don't see any magic. Actually, I'm sorry, you would see magic. The one thing you see, there seems to be some kind of fog starting right where Baltimore is, and it kind of lingers all the way down into this hallway. But it's not like a visible fog.
dude, I don't know how to help you. No, this room.
Alright, so,
If you'd like, you can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
this will be the one that fails. Natural 1. I don't see shit.
You have an idea that this is definitely an area of effect all the way into this. That's it.
So, I relay to everybody else. Guys, I don't know if I can. I can't do anything to bring him back. So, I don't know if we should go back to Balanus and wait it out. It might be that he just needs time to sleep this off or something. I don't know.
Make an investigation check, Bob.
I start grabbing Emerald by the scruff and just dragging him back to...
He's also got a tray on the thing.
Cool. I grab both of them and start dragging them both back to the room.
Wait, can I like undo the hammock stuff and put them underneath and hopefully
Okay, so you guys help.
put them on
As soon
the
as they
material
start
and
helping
grab them
Atreya, I
together.
let go of Atreya. I hold firmly to Emerald and just drag him.
I pick a tray up in my arms.
Cool. So is everybody going back? As you back up, like 95 feet from where you're standing, the box,
So I check the box.
anti-magic area.
For all magic, divine or not.
What?
It flashes and it says made by Grand Mage.
I don't wait at any point when this box flashes and he stops.
For those that are
check the
passing
box.
this corner, make a perception check.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Emerald, and you can roll on this one once. You will get advantage.
Say that again.
So-
Moving.
Everything that passes this corner, roll perception. Emerald, you get one roll, you get 2. Including you, Bob.
Oh, I do too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm off the screen, so I
Ten.
can't tell who's passing. Sorry.
Everybody's passing the corner.
10.
10,
18.
18.
28.
28.
Said,
7?
no, you said perception, right?
Yeah.
Well,
12. So you three are the only ones that know about it. You just didn't care for it. And it's partially because I let you roll, only because I should have had you guys roll prior when you guys were standing here. That's why I gave you advantage. Because you would have had to do this twice, so that's my fault. But you know that there's a slight breeze.
Coming from where?
This one.
I take a second and I inspect the wall.
Okay.
Does it look like there's a door or some hidden door or something?
Make an investigation. You're going back, right? With Emerald. Cass, what are you doing?
Cast Primeval Awareness again.
17.
17. You indeed know that there is a door there. You just don't know how to trigger it.
Yeah, I don't say anything.
I try and pick it. Or
I didn't say that there was a door.
Yeah, you don't know there's a door. Bob, what are you going back?
I'm just gonna ask the question, like, and we found 2 temples. What was connected to this place? What temple was connected to this place? Nobody's told me what god this is.
What?
What god?
There was no connection.
We're in a hallway.
Yes, but did we not go through something to get to this hallway?
Rocks.
Another hallway.
Here, let me pull this out so that he can.
We went through.
So you are, you guys were here,
That's correct.
and you came out. So this is a temple. So you came out, and you came this way.
In that door, right? No, we didn't go in that door.
No, you didn't go in this door. You came down here, and then there's another hallway that leads all the way up to this rock stubble. But
Okay.
you passed the rock stubble and went off to the right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you guys all go back to Belenus's temple.
Yep.
Was Cass one of the ones who felt the breeze?
Does anybody close the door?
I don't think so.
Was Cass one of the people who felt the breeze? You said
Yes.
Okay, then yes, you do have the right to go back and check that door if you want to.
You do have the right to check the wall.
Where the cool breeze came from.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check it.
Alright, roll an investigation.
14.
14, I think, just does it. So, you know that there seems to be some kind of door here.
Do I see her notice it?
Yeah, you see her, she kind of walks back. You're walking back as she passes you, and she's, like, you see her, like, kind of looking at the door, or at the wall.
I just gesture with Atreya, and then I look over at Emerald. We don't know what's back there.
We also don't know what's there.
But we have 2 party members that are currently unconscious.
Let's just go back in Belenus temple.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear whispers coming from the other side of the wall as you're standing there. Like it starts
Can
to
I make
generate
out what
whispers.
any of them are? And I don't get a sense of anything else from. I just cast a primeval
Like it
awareness.
starts as she's looking at the wall.
Would I hear it? Like,
Are you standing at the wall with her? I thought you'd be like down the hall, like about to turn in.
What, back into Belenus Temple?
No.
No, everybody
So
else
like
was...
you would be like here, about to turn down here, and she's back at the wall.
No, I saw her. We both were checking at the same time, so I would notice it, and then I just turned.
Because she said she went back to go to the wall.
Well, she didn't say she left in the first place. Whatever, screw it.
I don't know. Sure, we'll say you whisper. You don't make out anything.
Do I make out anything from the whispers? And my primeval awareness still.
That's correct.
Does it sound like it's getting louder?
No,
So,
actually, it sounds like thousands and thousands of small whispers.
We are legion. We are many.
and it sounds like it's coming from the door.
On the other side of the door.
On the other side of the door. Okay. Do I get a sense that it, like, whatever they are, started because I'm standing by the door?
Possibly.
Okay. What kind of lock's on the door? What does it look like?
You can just use your thieves kit. Just roll your thieves kit.
Well, I'm not trying to open it. I just want to
Okay,
inspect the door, see if it's, yeah, like what kind of lock it is. If
Sure.
it looks
Go
like
ahead and
it's
roll your thieves kit.
okay. 22.
So you know that this seems to be like a standard, like a standard secret door that you've seen kind of throughout some other stuff that you've kind of done, and you know that you could open this pretty easily.
So it doesn't look like it's particularly trying to keep anything in or trying to keep anything out?
No.
Okay. Do I get any other sense from the door? Okay. Then I'll go back to the temple.
Sure.
Or
So you
let
guys come
them-
back.
I immediately just throw Emerald onto a bench, not leisurely.
Okay.
I walk in and I leisurely put Atreya down, and then I look at Rahun and I look at Emerald and I go and try to fix Emerald up to make him a little bit more comfortable.
Sure. And Bob, are you there, right?
What's up?
You go into the room as well, right?
Reluctantly, yes, because I'm following them and I'm listening to what they're doing, but I'm thinking at the same time what I heard earlier and seeing like what it entails.
Okay. So with all of you guys in the Temple of Belnish, we'll go ahead and stop there because it's 11:30.
I would like to say, I want to search for the immovable rod, and while he's out, I want him.
Sure.
Do I find it?
Where'd you get? Keep it on your side, I guess. You didn't hide it, right?
I mean, it's within my other items that I keep on my person.
So I take the immovable rod, I close the door, I put the bar up there, and I activate it.
Okay, so you activate it against the door.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's it.
So are we good?
I go up to Bob and I'm like, fuck it, give me the blood.
Well, I just locked us in here.
No, yeah. Now all of a sudden he's talking about blood. This is the first time we've heard of it.
Say what? Are we doing this? Is this real?
I'm standing right next to you, Bob.
Alright, so
So we're gonna
I'm
add.
gonna look at Baltimore and say, I need you to move that rod for a second, and me and him are gonna step outside. And then I need you to put it back.
Sure,
We'll
I do
keep
that.
it there. We'll end it there then.
Sure. We'll end it there because you guys are about to step out to taste vein blood. So we appreciate you guys staying. Go on Facebook, check out some good stuff. We're gonna go ahead and pop out. We'll see you next week here. Also, I believe Wayside, send me that information on what you would like, and we will get it in next week. So I appreciate you guys, and we will see you next week here on Epic Interactions. You guys keep it epic. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you.